All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to warm-up day 11. It's Mustache Mondays here on the warm-up, as you can all see. All right, so we'll start standing. Adjust that. Actually, I have to adjust this. All right. So, Tess, how is it where you're at in the world? Sunny, cloudy, rainy? So we'll begin today with some simple yawning and stretching so that we can yawn and stretch into the new week. And I don't have any agenda with the yawns and stretches. Sunny blue skies. Beautiful. So let yourself with your yawns and stretches stretch as if you could reach into the blue sky, up into the blue sky, and take a piece of that blue sky back in for you. And again, yawning and stretching in any way that gets you to reach the sky. And one more, yawn and stretch. And then let that go. And shake your body loose. And gently shake your leg. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the bones, shake the flesh, shake the muscle off that leg. Shake, shake, shake. And any tension that you might be holding on to, let's say that we're shaking it off into the day, shaking it off into the blue sky, and the wind and the currents are going to take the tension away. Shake the other leg. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. And throw that leg away. And then your tailbone. Think into your tailbone. And your tailbone gets a little shake. Shaking off any worries from your tailbone. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, and throw it away. And then gently come into your ribs. Loose shake of the ribs. A little bit more generous. Shake and shake and shake and shake and shake. One of my cats is staring at me because he knows how crazy this might look. And shake. Good. And then the shoulders get a little shake, shake, shake. Might look the same as the ribs, but it's a different feeling. Shake the shoulders, shake them away. Good. And then one of your arms, shake it loose. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, and throw it away. And then the other arm, shake it loose, shake, shake, shake. Throw it away. Good. And with the head and neck gently here, nod no, nod yes, or shake no, nod yes. Again, shake it, just a gentle shake here in the neck. Nod yes. Let that go. Shake your whole body loose. Alright. Standing comfortably. Seeing if you feel a little looser, a little freer, a little more alert to the day maybe. Standing tall with your feet underneath your hip sockets. Find your weight evenly balanced over your 6 tripod points. And rotate your elbows forward. Make sure your shoulders haven't come along for the ride. Make sure your knees are soft. Of course, I didn't say to do that, but check that your knees are soft. Let your buttocks be soft. Let your belly be soft. Float your elbows up. As you do that, see if you feel a little bit of movement and opening in your back ribs. Float your wrists up. Keep your knees soft. Float your fingertips up. And then from there, opening the feet wide, clasping onto, I'm clasping my right hand around my left wrist and I'm leaning to my left side. And gently pulsing as your knee gently bends down to the ground. You pull that left wrist in the opposite direction. So you're getting a stretch through your side ribs. Ooh. Breathing into this stretch here. And then come up. Switch hands. Leaning to the right as you pull your wrist to the left. Gently pulsing. Bending that right knee. Just drop your arms, give them a little shake. And one more time, opening the feet wide, reaching up and over, and pulsing. And this time as you do it, without sound, just on breath, stretch and relax your tongue a few times. Switch to the other side. And drop your arms. Drop your head, neck forward. And drop down through your spine. Drop, 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 drop. The weight of your head takes you down until you're hanging from your tailbone. Your tailbone seems to be the highest part of you. Your weight is still balanced over those 6 tripod points. Your knees are soft. Your head and neck are loose. Maybe you even nod at yes. Maybe you nod at no. Maybe even you lift your head up. You can see me. And then let drop. Boom, 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 boom. And lift it up. Hello. And let it drop. Boom, 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 boom. Now take a moment here, bring your hands now up to your sacrum, give your sacrum a little scrub, scrub, scrub if you can reach. Warming up that sacral area, that sacral nervous system. With loose fists, a gentle thump, 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 thump. Then lay your hands on your back bottom ribs and feet in. And let go without sound of a sigh of relief. Deep down sigh of relief. And then from there, leaving your hands there, just let the sound now, sound vibration, fall out of you. Huh. 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 Let your hands drop. Walk your hands forward so you're in a pike position. And begin to gently stretch your hamstrings. Let one heel drop to the ground, the other knee bends. And then alternate that. Ooh. And you may be feeling like I'm feeling quite a bit of a stretch. The backs of my hamstrings, of your hamstrings. Breathing through here. And as you continue to pedal your feet, sound actually starting in your tailbone, traveling down the backs of your legs, down through your heels, and then down into the floor as you pulse, as you stretch your hamstrings. And now come up onto the balls of both of your feet, and you're going to bounce your heels down to the ground and let the sound get bounced down from your pelvis, down through your legs, down through your heels, and down into the floor. And now change your thought. Your thought is that the sound actually comes up from your heels, along your legs, over your back body, over your spine, through your spine, to your lips, and then to the ground beneath you. So see what happens if it goes in the opposite direction. But it's the same bounce. One more. And gently let your knees come to the ground. Whew. You may be feeling quite a bit of something in your shoulders, so take a moment to just move your shoulders around. Coming to all fours, extending one of your legs out behind you, and shake the vibrations of sound down and out to that leg. Bring that knee to the ground, extend the other leg behind you, and shake the sound out of that leg. Bring that knee back to the ground. And now, begin to gently wake up your spine a bit more. So, find a pleasurable... Ooh, just realized you can't see anything I'm doing. Sorry about that. There we go. So, begin to wake up your spine. So, moving it cat-like or snake-like. Pleasurably warming up your spine. Arching and rounding as you like. Letting your spine breathe here. So watch or notice if you're holding your breath. And see if you can get a sense of breath moving through your spine on the outgoing side. And then take a moment to relax back into a folded leaf. Give yourself a little rest from that. Ha. Ha ha. Coming back up onto all fours, fluttering the vibrations through your lips. And now come back to that gentle, pleasurable waking up of the spine. And as you continue to move the spine in whatever way is pleasurable, and you can always take a moment to come back to the folded leaf if it becomes too much, you're going to sigh through, fluttering your lips. And let that go and come back to the folded leaf once more. As you return back to that thought, notice if the vibrations feel any freer, any fuller, if they feel more forward. Maybe that your lips are picking up on more vibrations because we've loosened them. And now gently come onto your side and then onto your back. Let your knees be flat on the floor if that's comfortable for you. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Take a moment to feel the support of the floor underneath you. And letting your thought return back down to your tailbone, feed in a sigh that comes from your pelvis, from your tailbone, up through your torso, to your lips, and into the airspace above you. And now think down into your pelvis and imagine that you have a clock face on your pelvis. So the 6 of the clock would be towards your feet and the 12 of the clock would be towards your head. So leaving your feet flat on the floor with your knees bent, without lifting your pelvis off the ground, you're going to tilt your pelvis down towards 6, down towards your feet. Just a bit. And as you do that, you'll probably notice that your lower back comes off the ground a little bit. And then roll your pelvis up towards 12, towards your head. But don't lift the pelvis off the ground. And then roll it to 6 and 12 and 6 and 12. It's a subtle movement, 6 and 12. Seeing if you can leave the belly muscles as free as possible, 6 and 12 and 6 and 12. And we'll start to move a little faster, 6 and 12 and 6 and 12. And what you might start to notice, that as we go a little bit more quickly, you can get the sense of a rocking sensation. 6 and 12 and 6 and 12, 6 and 12, do, do, do. And eventually, you want to find a gentle rock of your sacrum, of your pelvis, somewhat to the rhythm of ba-bum, 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 dun 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 dun. You're rocking the pelvis, boom, boom. Leaving the legs as free as possible. You don't need to grip. The belly can stay soft. Dun, dun. Ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. And if you're doing this, quote unquote, correctly, you will also feel that your skull, the back of your skull, is getting a rock because it's rocking your entire spine. But you're not actively moving your head. This is a byproduct of the pelvic rock. Do, do. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun. That's it. And now keeping this rock going, feed in a sigh. So you're rocking the vibrations through your entire body. pelvis to your skull. Hum, ah. Hum, ah. If you want to take this to the next level, let your head start to rock from side to side. If the rocking is enough for you, then just keep rocking. So you'll keep rocking regardless, but if you want to add the head rocking from side to side, which will be a slower rhythm than the pelvic rocking, then you can do that. Hum, ah. Hum, ah. Hum, ah. Hum, ah. Let your head come back to the center. Let the pelvic rock slowly fade away, like the sound of a train going off into the distance. And notice what you feel. Maybe you feel what I just felt, which was this incredible rush of energy through my entire body. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Bring your fingers now into your jaw and massage your jaw, loosening up those masseter muscles. You can do this with your fingers. You can do this with the heels of your hands. You can do this with your knuckles. But we're massaging the jaw, the hinges, the muscles. Keeping your belly soft here. I know for me, I have a tendency to want to hold, to start to grip in my belly. But that just causes problems in the jaw, so I'm not going to do that. And then let that go. Take a hold of your jaw with your thumbs underneath your chin, your first fingers over your chin, and your knuckles very close together, if not touching. Feed in a sigh from that loose pelvic floor up and over the roof of your mouth, and shake your jaw loose. And think into your back as you do this. Remember that you have all this space in your back. You're feeding in that sigh through that whole open torso up and over the roof of your mouth, and then you check that your jaw is free. And then float the hands back to the jaw, feet in the side. This time I'll give you a pitch with my voice. You'll sigh up and over the roof of your mouth, and you'll shake your jaw loose. Now, if your eyes are closed, let your eyes open and really picture that sigh coming from that loose pelvic floor you've just been rocking, from the pelvic floor all the way up through your torso, over the roof of your mouth, and then you're sending those vibrations up into the sky, up to the ceiling, and maybe you can imagine somebody in the world that you want to send a warm, loving Monday thought to. Or maybe you're just sending it up to the ceiling and you're picturing the vibrations reaching the ceiling of your home, of your apartment, or your flat. But really have that thought and really see if you can see those vibrations flying out above you, and then check that your jaw is loose. Let that go, let your jaw be free, and then feed in a sigh. Float your right knee up over your belly, and then clasp underneath your right knee, and you can interlace your fingers if that makes sense in your body. And then extend your right leg up into the sky. And it does not matter if it can be straight. If you have tight hamstrings like I have, it can be slightly bent like mine is. But you're lengthening that leg up to the sky, and yes, you might feel the stretch in your hamstring. And you're going to yawn in through the throat of that leg, through the mouth of that foot, and as you sigh out, stretch and relax your tongue as you point and flex that foot. And I know you can't see it, but I'll do it here. Let that heel drop in, so that this time you'll yawn in as you straighten the leg. So you're thinking of breathing in through the whole leg, and then you stretch and relax your tongue as you point and flex your foot. So you start with your heel on your thigh, you yawn the leg up. So this is an alternate version to letting the leg go out to the side like on a V. So, but if you want to do that version, you can. But this is great for those of us, I think, who have tight hips, tight hamstrings, so you can really hold behind the knee. And you still get that stretch, you still get the sense of breath coming in through that whole throat of your leg into your hip socket. Unclasp that knee, float the other knee up, clasp behind that knee, or if you want to do the one that goes out to the side, you can do that. And now you have the option, you can either point and flex and point your foot as you stretch and relax your tongue, or you can circle the ankle as you stretch and relax your tongue. You can do either. So it will be let the heel drop back in, yawn in, stretch the leg up. You want to rock your head from side to side? This would be a great time to do it, especially when we stretch and relax the tongue, because that's when the neck and the throat want to get involved. Heel drops in, and yawn the leg up. Keep that leg over your belly, float the other leg up, bring your hands now to the inside of your thighs and the inner crooks of your knees, and you can either stretch, okay, so if you want to do this one and stretch your legs up to the sky, then I would recommend having your hands on the outside of your knees. If you want to go out on the V, on the diagonal, then I would say have your hands on the inside of your knees. So whatever way, but you're going to yawn in. Both legs go up or out. Yawn in through the mouth, that yawning animal roar. through that wide smile. Yawn in, stretch and relax your tongue, and circle your ankles or point and flex your feet. When that second tongue stretch is over, when that thought is over, your heels just drop back into your thighs. If you're rotating your ankles, you can switch directions every time if you like. Hug your knees into your belly now. Give them a little shake. Loosen the middle of your tongue. And let your knees and your torso fall to the right side, so you're in a semi-fetal on your right side. And come on to your hands and knees. You're in a folded leaf. Let your head, you can let your arms cross like a pillow for your head, or your head can be on the ground if that feels comfortable. Let the breath, now that your back is open to the ceiling, to the sky, feel your spine's release. Let your thought drop down to your tailbone. And feed in a sigh from your tailbone right past the front of your tongue. As you shake the middle of your tongue loose. And now let the tip of your tongue be anchored to the back of your bottom teeth. The front blade of your tongue falls forward a bit. And sigh a whispered he past the front of your tongue. Let the back of your tongue relax, the throat stays open. One more time. And now let that whispered he turn to vibration. He. He. And now you'll sigh that he past the front of your tongue, and then flick the vibrations forward with 3 quick little tongue loosenings. He ya ya ya. He ya ya ya. Keep picturing that sigh coming from your tailbone right past the front of your tongue, and then like you're skipping a stone on a placid pool of water, 3 little hops as that tongue flicks the vibrations forward. He ya ya ya. He ya ya ya. He ya ya ya. He ya ya ya. Keep the sigh coming through your mouth, not through your nose. If you're not sure, then just plug your nose and make sure you're sighing past the tongue through the mouth. He ya ya ya. 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 My apologies if it's too fast. I don't have my husband in the other room giving me the sense of rhythm. He ya ya ya. He ya ya ya. Hee-ya-ya-ya. Hee-ya-ya-ya. Hee-ya-ya-ya, la la la. So you sigh past the front of your tongue, and then the vibrations come to the tip of the tongue, and then they do a little dance at the upper gum ridge. Hee-ya-ya-ya, la la la. Hee-ya-ya-ya, la la la. And now from the front of your tongue to the tip of your tongue to your lips, and then out. Hee-ya-ya-ya, la la la, ma ma ma. Hee-ya-ya-ya, la la la, ma ma ma. Ha ha. Feel those vibrations forward. Ha ha ha. Tuck your toes underneath you. Slowly push yourself back. Slowly. Into a wide squat. And take your time. We were in the folded leaf for quite a bit, so you might feel a little lightheaded. And that's alright. But just take a moment. If you want to heel toe from side to side, to open up your squat. Heel toe from side to side. And then stretch one leg out to the side. Give a little slap down, pat down, wake it up. Leave that leg extended. And as you flex and point your foot, you're going to breathe in and out on a whispered ka. Let that go. Bring that back into the squat. Stretch the other leg out. Slap it down. Wake it up. Leave that leg extended, and as you breathe in and out on a whispered ka, you'll flex and point that foot, and imagine that you're breathing in through the mouth of your foot, through the throat of your leg, into the hip socket where your lung is, your hip socket lung. Bring that leg into the middle of the squat. Let your knees come back down to the ground. And if it's comfortable for you, sit back onto your heels. And if this is uncomfortable, then you can sit cross-legged. And now, picturing the space that you've just opened up in the back of your throat as you breathed in and out on that ka. Let your neck be long. Let your jaw stay where it is, and lengthen your neck up and back. And picture that space where you were doing the ka a moment ago, opening wide, in the back of your throat. Your channel opens, your throat opens all the way down through your torso, down to your pelvis, down to your pelvic floor. You lay a hand on your chest, you slip a hand up between your shoulder blades, and you sigh up through your chest resonance. Thump it out your ribs, through your chest. Feel that resonance in your ribs. And come up on your neck. Hands come to the sides of your face. From your pelvic floor, feed in a sigh into your mouth resonator. Ha, 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 ha. Let your hands drop. Let your head drop slightly forward without collapsing your larynx. Let your tongue fall forward a bit and sigh from your pelvic floor into your teeth resonance. He. You can even bring a finger onto your top teeth and feel the resonance in the bones of your finger on the bones of your teeth. He. Relax the back of your tongue. He. And drop that resonance from your teeth to the floor. He. He, he, he. He, 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 he. Come back up to your mouth. Ha. And drop back to your chest. Ha. Now you're going to walk from your chest to your mouth to your teeth. On many pulses of breath, I'll give it to you first. Ha. Ha. Ye. And reversing from teeth to mouth to chest. He. Come up on your neck. Hey. Blend those. Hey, hey, hey. Come onto your hands and shake one of your legs out behind you and shake a hey down your leg. Hey. And out through the other leg. Hey. Come back to seated. Hey. Down through an arm. Hey. Through the other arm. Hey. Both arms. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. What a great day. That's it for today. Have a great day.